Hello, boys and girls. Welcome along. How are we all doing? Goodness me, it's warm in my office. It is getting to that. It's only 9 degrees outside. It's hot in here. Oh, oh, oh. Hello. How are we all doing? Are we all good? Oh, I've got dinner around my mouth, I think. That's no good. I got myself beard straighteners. Does my beard look straighter than normal? I've got heated beard straighteners. Can't you tell I was allowed to start spending money again yesterday? One day in, I've got some heated beard straighteners, everybody. Come along. But hello, how are we all doing? Have we all had a lovely couple of days? Are we ready to go and see me win some football matches? Goodness me, I'm ready to go and win some football matches. Problematically though, someone hadn't refilled the water in the ice machine, so I've only got one handful of ice in my drink. It's still delicious, but it's not ice, like ice. I like it ice, but we'll be fine. I'll live. I've filled it back up again. We're good. But hello, everybody. How are we doing? Have we all had a good couple of days? Have we all seen that there's loads of football Lego coming? Talk about crossover. People thought I was mad. Clearly, I saw the direction the world was going. Hold on. Let me show you this. No, not that. That's Football Manager. No one wants to see that. Look at all this football Lego. So there's a little Cristiano Ronaldo set where he's doing an overhead kick. Do his back at his age doing that. We've got a little... When did he become Vinny Jr. and not Vinicius Jr.? Did I miss the memo? But he's kicking a big plume of football air. We've then got Messi doing the double bird flip, Stone Cold Steve Austin style. We've got, what else have we got? Cristiano Ronaldo showing his groin to everybody. We've got Messi flipping the bird again, but this time you can hang it on your wall. We've got little Messi, no bird being flipped, but tattoos on his arms. He's kicked that so hard, the goal's falling over, look. That's impressive stuff. I don't know why this exists. It's the only one. We've got, if you're a fan of the US national team, you can buy that. You can get a little Mbappe one where he kicks an orange plume of as a little minifigure. And then there's a little World Cup logo that looks like a fridge magnet. And that's on top of we're already having this big World Cup, this football. Yeah, what a time to be alive, eh? Blockpartyuk.shop if you want to pre-order any of that. Affiliate link and all that. How are we doing? Are we all good though? Who's buying some football Lego? Not on sale, Declan Rice holding a trophy. But after the World Cup, I imagine that one will be out. Don't you worry. But yeah, I thought that was exciting. I knew there'd be crossover. Who delivers from the Lego store? I don't know if it's the same the world over. My Lego comes through DPD. But yeah. Is that okay? DPD are good. They always deliver my Lego for me. Oh, I order a lot of Lego. Need an England one. Yeah. Problem is England don't have an elite level world superstar like those 4 players, do they? That's the problem. The closest, I guess, we'd have would be Kane or Bellingham. But you can't do Bellingham because that would then be a 4th Real Madrid player. And that's just getting silly. It might as well just be a Real Madrid collab. And who wants to buy a Harry Kane statue, frankly? Just wonder, as DPD, you can arrange certain days. That's my worry. I'm out Monday to Friday, so it would suit me. Lovely stuff. Jay Schutz, thank you very much for the 28 months. Very much appreciated. Should we do some Football Manager? I think we probably should. If you missed the last stream, you have missed the fact that we're top of the championship. Look at us go. It's the 11th of November, and we are 6 points clear at the top of the championship. Brentford, who came down with us, are second. I forget. I think Wrexham were the other team who got relegated. So Wrexham are miles off the pace. But us and Brentford are certainly doing, we're doing our job correctly. And I will, as close to the start of the stream as possible, address the couple of people who've been asking, some nicely, some not so nicely, for the highlights videos to return on Lelujo Live on YouTube. So I'll put it towards the front of this stream. So if you want to watch on the replay, or we can direct people here, they're not coming back until at least FM27, and maybe not them. We've talked about it quite a lot deeper into some of the streams, but I get if you only want highlights, you might not have made it further into the streams. But the short version is they were costing me money to do. I was losing money on doing those highlights things. We were getting like 4,000 or 5,000 views an episode, and I have to pay Topher out of that. And it was either he starts doing it for free, which was my suggestion, but is apparently unreasonable, or I lose money on it, which I don't want to do. So it's the East Fife argument from years ago all over again. People still talk to me about, oh, you could finish East Fife. Yeah, but why would I when no one was watching it? If we were losing money on it. This is a business. This is a business. And if a part of the business is losing money, you shut that part of the business down. So, yeah, certainly for FM26, stream highlights are shut down. I'm sorry if you were enjoying them. I am afraid there just weren't enough of you enjoying them for us to be able to justify doing them. I would say if we get like 500 channel members on Lelujo Live like that, we'll bring them back, because then that can pay Topher. I'd say that's quite unlikely, but you know, there was 4,000 or 5,000 people watching them every time. So if only 10% of those people put their money where their mouth is and chuck in a £5 a month, then we'll bring them back. But I get that it's probably less attractive when it's you losing money rather than me losing money. So yeah, that's just how it is, boys and girls. Fingers crossed there'll be enough excitement around FM27 that we can bring them back at launch, and then hopefully enough people stick around enjoying content for the game that we can keep them going throughout. But like with anything else, it really does just come down to business decisions. The only thing that will never be a business decision is main channel Let's Play videos, because they're just sticking around anyway because I want to do them. Everything else I do because it allows me to do that. Everything else is financing that happening. That's the thing that I was doing before I made a penny, and the thing I'll continue doing after YouTube stopped paying ad revenue. I'll keep doing Non-League to Legend and that style of Let's Play content. But everything else, it exists to pay for that. And it wasn't. There you go, we're getting a new contract. So that's nice. If there's one Lego set you recommend I buy for £100 to £200, what would it be? It depends what you're interested in. So it's kind of an impossible question to answer. There's probably, I mean, what are you interested in? And there's probably a set. There's hundreds of Lego sets available. So are you into movies, cars, sport? You know, do you want to do something really complicated, or something that looks cool, or something that you can play with? There's so many qualifiers to throw onto it. There's not one best Lego set. That's not really how it works. Gracie's injured. Do we have a backup goalkeeper? Who the hell is Gerard Valls? As he's playing in goal for the next few weeks. When you sell the channel to Zealand, can't you start a new channel and host the Zealand-owned one and shout out the other? Yeah, maybe. What about that guy that did highlights and you ghosted him? Then a year later had Topher start doing them. Maybe he'd be cheaper. I mean, Lelujo Live has made £400 in the last month. So I don't think anyone is going to be, and that includes the streams, the channel memberships, and the videos. So I don't think anybody is doing that amount of work for a percentage that has to be less than 50%, because I'm not going to be the one who earns the least amount from it, because I'm the one putting the hours in doing the streaming. So at least half of that money has to go to me. So I don't think anybody's doing all that work for less than £200 a month. I mean, if you know anyone who is, I'm up for exploiting them. Finally got my holy set. Mr. Lujo, you must get some blue raspberry from Anna. It's delicious. She won't let me. How's the Spain series doing? Jolly well. Yeah, we're having a lovely time of it. Like I say, that channel is immune from any of these conversations. I don't look at the numbers on that. It doesn't bother me. That is pure. The main channel of Lujo is purely a passion project. That if I wanted to maximize revenue on that, I'd have stopped doing Let's Plays 5 years ago. It's literally just I really enjoy making those kind of videos, so I'm just going to keep doing it, and it doesn't matter. So yeah, that one we don't need to worry about. That's never going anywhere. Get your FA coaching badges and do this IRL, but I really wouldn't want to. I'd hate that. I'm much happier playing a computer game. Harry Potter modulars, anything like that looks cool. I mean, yeah. I mean, if we're talking buildings, then get Tudor Corner. It's 200 quid. It's one of the best sets they've ever made. It's a really cool building. You could probably find it for like 150 if you wait for Argos to have it on sale again. They've had it on sale for like 150, 160, 4 or 5 times in the last year. Never edited before, but I'll do it for £50 now. You're all right. What's the lowest league you've started non-league to legend in? Non-league to legend can only start in the lowest playable leagues. So Conference North and South until they add playable leagues to the vanilla game, because one of the key rules to non-league to legend is you can't edit the game at all, including using custom databases. Is Andratch just to prove my point on home? Kinda, and it is. But it's not only that. I thought it was an interesting story. I mean, I went on ChatGPT and said, I want to do a one club save outside of England, brainstorm some interesting save ideas. And Andratch was one of like the 10 that it came back with, and it was the most interesting looking one. There were quite a few. How much time does it take to edit a whole stream into a video? Well, if the stream's 3 hours long, you've got at least 3 hours just to watch the stream so you know what the video is going to be. And then you've got your editing time as well, which presumably is going to be another hour or 2 if you're just doing like really rough, blunt cuts. And then you've got to fiddle around with audio. If you want to do anything else, like zooms or add additional elements to it, then that's all time as well. But it's a full day's work editing a stream. Taking a 3-hour stream down to a 20-30 minute YouTube video is like a 7-8 hour process, start to finish. So if you're doing that twice a week, so that's 2 days of work a week. So I'm effectively asking someone to work 8 days a week for 200 quid. Sorry, eight days a month for 200 quid a month. It ain't a thing, is it? It's not something you can ask somebody to do. Football! Have you planned your business trip to Andratch? I haven't yet. I can't really plan any more trips until I've been to Florida and come back, and by then the season will be over. I think Anna will murder me in the face if I do more travel before Florida. I wasn't really supposed to go to Billund when I did, but I managed to do a very good business case for going there that I had to present to the board. But I don't think I'll get away with a Mallorca trip. Quite apart from anything else, she wants to come to Mallorca, and there's no way she's going to travel in the 3 weeks leading up to other travel. So it'll be maybe catching them for a pre-season friendly, or maybe at the start of next season. Not only am I looking for someone to work 8 hours a day, 2 days a week for almost no money, they also have to do those 8 hours overnight, because the stream finishes at 10 p.m. and people expect the video to be out the following lunchtime. So it's not just 8 hours, it's 8 hours overnight as well. I don't know why he did it for so long. Was watching a Lego stream from last year. Was asked if you'd make it to the USA this year. You said no chance. Glad it's happening for you. It's Pab's fault. Pab changed his mind. It's Pabby's 40th birthday, or was Pabby's 40th birthday in January, and the plan was we were going to go to Japan. And he changed his mind and was like, actually, you know what? I'd rather do Florida. So we're doing Florida, and then we'll do Japan another time. We will get around as of 3. We will get around every Disney park in the world eventually. That's the plan. We've done Paris together. We're now doing Florida. Japan will be next. Then we'll probably do California, and then start ticking the rest of them off. There won't be many left to do at that point. But yeah, we're going to do all of them, and it's going to be awesome. Gives me something to spend the second half of my 40s doing. A productive use of the last years of my youth. The road trip's a difficult one. If we talked about the US road trip that I've had planned for years, that's probably a post-YouTube thing. Because there's no way, unless I completely change the kind of YouTuber I am at some point, which seems unlikely, considering I've gone down the same route with Block Party I have with the other 2 channels of making it daily. I just can't help myself. I'm a creature of habit. It's the autism. I can't do 1 video a week. What do I do with the rest? What do I do with the other 6 days? So because I can't stop myself from building channels that rely on daily uploads, it's not really realistic to do daily uploads from an RV driving across America, at least not with technology as it is currently. So that's probably a post YouTube thing. Technically, if you're a reviewer of the channel and just get notes while watching the stream, you could cut down the... Well, you're not really cutting down the work time, because then watching the stream is part of your work, isn't it? That's why Tofu would be in the streams. That's exactly what he'd do. He'd be in the streams prepping for his edit, but that's still work time. Sure, he wanted to watch you as well. Is he here tonight then? I've not noticed him tonight, boys and girls. Has anyone noticed him? You could use Starlink, but then it would be 1 video a week. It's not even just the bottleneck of uploading. Just making the content on the road. We're not really there yet. That's an annoying late goal to concede. He's not here now as he's not being paid now. Exactly. I'm sure he'll poke his head in the door occasionally, but I've got him working on other stuff. I've sent him another 2 Block Party videos this evening, or late afternoon. He edited the one that came out today. He's got 2 more that he's working on now. Are you ready to melt in Florida? I mean, everywhere's air conditioned. I imagine I'll melt less than I do in this office. As like a general, like, obviously when we're wandering around outside, it's going to be hot. But as a general sitting down in a room temperature, it's going to be much cooler there than it is here. Because I'm melting in here. I think we'll be all right. I have experienced warm weather before. When I went to America for Disney, it was 36 degrees, but unlike here, the AC is brilliant. Yeah, exactly. We were at TwitchCon a few years ago, and it was like 35, 40 degrees. In Amsterdam. And that was not very much air conditioning in very many places. No air conditioning in the convention hall. No air conditioning on the train. No there was air conditioning in the hotel, to be fair, but yeah, I'm sure that was a much more unpleasant experience than Disney in America will be. If Kane gets injured before the World Cup, are England done? Um, I don't know. You know my thoughts on Kane for England. I don't rate him. I don't like I don't like the way he makes us play. I don't know if it's him forcing us to play his way. I don't think we've got the players to put around him that suit how he wants to play. We don't have a load of players who are going to run beyond him. And that's what he needs. He wants to be that number 10 and we want to play with one behind him. And then the wide players that we've got are not really players who are going to like do direct running behind him. Rashford is probably the closest to the kind of player you need to play with Kane, but we don't really have one on the other side. And you wouldn't want to sacrifice Saka to get one in anyway. I'd rather have Saka in the team than Kane, that's for sure. So I don't know that we're done. It could be a blessing in disguise. As long as we don't play Foden there like we did the other night. How excited are you for the Championship beta playthrough with Spurs with FM27? I suspect everyone else will be doing it, so I won't be. I don't want to do the same series as everybody else. The changes to the block party videos, bear with us as we find the right amount of cuts and zooms and things. I am trying to get him to tone them down. We've got we'll find basically I think the word the way I explained it today is I want people to not notice the editing. Obviously editors want to edit really well and they want people to watch a video and think, oh, that's really well edited. Whereas me as the creator, I don't want people to watch my video and say that's really well edited. I want them to say that's a really good video and not notice that it's been edited. And that's the direction we're heading in. It will just take us a little while to get there. Because he's doing time sensitive videos, I can't knock them back to him 5 times and ask for changes. It's like each one will be an iteration on the one before. I think this was definitely the best one we've done so far. He's done the last 3 or 4 weeks of last week in Lego. And I think this was the best one. And next one will be better as well. And it will just keep getting better. Topher's running Block Party now. Topher's editing a few videos for Block Party at the moment. And will gradually pick up more of them as he masters the Block Party house style. Which you can't expect him to do in 1 or 2 videos. Topher, make it look like you were never here. That's literally what I've said to him. That's what I want. I'm Pep managing Jack Grealish. I don't want him beating 5 players and trying shots from 40 yards out. I want him to not lose the ball. So that's where we're working towards, and we'll get there. So you're destroying his career, basically. I mean, one could argue I am his career. Yeah, basically some of the Block Party videos, especially the ones that have a lot of screenshots, they just take me forever to do. Just going through and collecting all the screenshots. I did that one the other week of every Lego set retiring this year. And I think it had like 300 screenshots in it. It took me like 6 hours. I don't have 6 hours to just be doing screenshots. So, yeah, that's what I want him doing. Stuff like that. The ones that take me forever. A few years' time, you can loan him to someone like Clates. Looking at the match stats for this game, by the way, I am a little frustrated that this is 0-0. I haven't played FM26 until now because of university. Does it make sense to buy it now or wait until FM27? I mean, you're barely halfway through the game cycle, so it depends how much you're going to play it. If it was me, I'd buy it now because you've still got a good 6 months of play on it before the next one comes out. And I'd rather play the new one than the one that's now 2.5 years old. Does my affiliate code still work? Yes. Yeah, we've got it back up and running again for the new Lego Batman game. Yeah, the World Cup stuff is coming as well. I certainly think if you traditionally play a lot of FM, then absolutely it's still worth getting now. There's a demo as well on Steam, so maybe try the demo to see if you like it before taking the plunge. You can play 6 months on the demo, as in game 6 months. You can play until Christmas of your first season on the demo and get a bit of a feel for it. And if you enjoy it and you want to carry on, then you go buy it. Why have we stopped winning all the football matches? Has the game somehow find out what I've named the stream? Does the demo include all the updates since launch? No idea. Probably. I imagine. I don't know. That'd be interesting if it didn't. It'd be quite fun to do a comparison thing. This is where it was in November and this is where it is now. I kind of hope it doesn't, so I can go and do that. Any news on when you can manage countries in FM26? As far as I'm aware, the last communication was still months ago. It's still planned before the World Cup begins. Any thoughts on Italy fumbling another World Cup? It's weird, isn't it? I look at some of the teams that are at the World Cup. You could probably look at half the teams that are at the World Cup at least. And it kind of makes a mockery of the whole thing that they're there and Italy are not. I mean, if Scotland are there, Italy should be there. There must be something wrong with qualifying. But they're there on merit. It balls to merit. It should be the best. It should be the best teams. And Italy are obviously a better team than half the teams that are there. That's what I mean. This whole they're on merit thing. There's obviously a problem with how the qualifiers work. Nothing wrong with the qualifiers, something wrong with Italy. I mean, that's just not the case, though, is it? What's Italy's world rank? Italy world rank football. Current men's ranking. So Italy are the 12th best team in the world. And they're not there. So everyone who's 13th or lower is not as good as Italy. Therefore, the fact that Italy have somehow not qualified means there's something wrong with how qualifying works. What's the lowest ranked team that are there? That's probably something I can Google as well. Lowest ranked team to qualify for World Cup 2026. Why is that just not something that it's giving me the answer to? Cape Verde, Curacao, Jordan, and Uzbekistan have all qualified for the first time. I mean, I'm just going to speculate that none of them are as good as Italy. And the fact that any of them are there ahead of Italy means there's something wrong with qualifying. Maybe the balance of European against other nations is wrong. They're not as good as Italy but they're also not in Europe. Okay, then there should be more European teams and less teams from other places then. It's supposed to be the best teams in the world, isn't it? Not some of the best teams, but make sure everyone's got some teams there. That's weird. Why the assumption that the World Cup is to find the best football team and not just mass marketing and money pools trying to get more global coverage? Well, okay, if we're talking about it from a marketing and money perspective, the Italian league is one of the top 5 in the world. So that's another reason for Italy to be there. Italy haven't qualified for the last 3 World Cups and won a Euros in the time. Yeah, it's mad. It's a World Cup. It's got to nations from around the world. Otherwise, it'd just be the Euros plus Brazil and Argentina. If they're the best teams, then yeah, that's what it should be. Surely you want the best teams there. It's a tournament from the start of qualification. It's not the World Cup when the finals begin. Okay, then don't geographically split qualifying. Let everyone play. Have the groups so they're truly worldwide from the beginning, and then see who qualifies. Then the World Cup would just be too similar to the Euros. It would be every European team plus Argentina and Brazil. Well, let the winner of every continental trophy go as well, or the finalists from everyone. The travel would be insane. FIFA got loads of money. They can cover it. Sweden qualified with 2 points in 6 matches in the qualifying round. Again, demonstrates there's something wrong with it. They qualified through the Nations League, didn't they? So maybe take that stupid loophole away. If you don't want to give Europe more spots, make sure it's the best teams in Europe that get the spots. Zealand had a meltdown on Twitter arguing with people who said 48 teams is too much. What, is he trying to say it's not too many? I mean, it's obviously too many. It's far too many. It's absurd. Zealand's weird though, isn't he? He loves international football. Whereas most normal football fans tolerate it. I don't mind the World Cup. I don't need it to last 6 weeks though. "32 teams is more than enough for a World Cup." One host nation. So only one team gets in that way. Holders get in automatically as well. Winners of every continental cup get in. Most recent winners of, because I know some of them take place every couple of years, but most recent winners of each of the continental cups, the current holders and the one host nation all get in automatically. And then you've got what that covers. You've 8 spots, and then you've got 24 spots for open qualifying. Boom. Lovely stuff. And it's the 24, and it becomes the 32 best teams. 48 teams in the World Cup from this edition. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's too many. Quite apart from anything else, 48 doesn't divide up properly. So you have ridiculous... Oh. If you're going from 32, you've at least got to go to 64 so that it divides properly. Going to 48 is bananas. This tournament lasting 6 weeks with nearly 3 weeks of 4 games a day is totally, totally mental. Yeah, exactly. I enjoy a World Cup summer as much as the next guy, but that's too much football. That's just too much. Especially when so much of it is going to be absolute dross that you don't want to watch. Because that's the thing. Usually the reason we enjoy, and I think people will figure this out over the course of the summer. One of the reasons we like the World Cup is because by and large, you can stick the telly on every day that it's on and watch a decent match with players you've heard of. I, for one, I mean, if we look at this, we look at the fixtures here for the opening few matches. I mean, talk about starting the tournament with a bang. Where are we? Mexico versus South Africa. South Korea versus Czechia. Canada versus a triple threat. Kaznia versus Bosnia and Herzegovina. USA versus Paraguay. We're 4 matches in. I've probably heard of 3 players so far. Qatar versus Switzerland. Brazil versus Morocco. I'll watch that. Oh, it's on at 11 o'clock at night. Maybe not then. Haiti versus Scotland. I mean, if that's not worth being up at 2 a.m. for, then don't worry. While you're still up, you can watch Australia versus Turkey. I mean, this is... Genuinely, where's the first must-watch match? You want to watch your own nation out of it. As a neutral, do we have a must-watch match in the group stages? Brazil-Morocco, I might give you. England-Croatia, maybe. Netherlands, Sweden, Germany, Ivory Coast, maybe. I mean, there's so much. Because the other thing is, there's going to be a load of like 8-0 wins as well. Like Scotland should batter Haiti, and if they don't, they should just go home then. That should be a 1-match knockout game. If they don't win 5-0, send them home. Germany, Curacao. Again, if they don't get into double figures in that game. But then who wants to watch that? I've got better things to do than watch Germany do a glorified training session. That match should get Scotland into the best 3rd place teams. The fact that they've got to do best 3rd... The fact you can finish 3rd in a group of 4 and get through to the next round. Again. Oh, my word. I take it all back. It's not possible to get knocked out. What are Italy up to? They must be doing it on purpose. But not only is it absolutely packed full of matches neutrals aren't going to want to see, it's being hosted in a country where neutrals aren't going to turn up either. It's not like you've got Germany versus Curacao and it's in Newcastle, so loads of people will go and watch it anyway. Oh my word. It's going to be the worst World Cup of all time. But will they learn from it? That's the question. I guess we'll find out. I'm desperate to be... I would love to be proven wrong. I would love for it to be incredible. I just don't see how it can be the way it's structured. It's gonna, for me, it's gonna be like the Olympics, and there's gonna be days go by where I forget it's happening because I've just got no interest in watching that day's matches. And that is not how the World Cup is supposed to be. The World Cup is supposed to be get home from school and you automatically put the telly on because you don't even need to know who's playing. It doesn't matter. You're going to watch it because it's going to be awesome. That's what the World Cup's supposed to be. This World Cup is FIFA's version of a 2-day WrestleMania. Absolutely. We'll see, I guess. Football? Oh, Frankie. We still haven't won a match this evening, by the way. I might have to change the stream title. I have a feeling this World Cup was structured just for football and random influencers to gain some sort of recognition / income stream. I mean, if I can get an income stream from it, I'm happy to change my tune. I couldn't even score some free Lego sets. I had to spend 200 quid on my own Lego World Cup. What was dinner? I had pulled pork. It was very nice. Very nice. Will I do daily predictions again? God, no. Because A, I need international football and Football Manager to be able to do it. Who knows if we're going to have that or not. And B, I want views. Football! How many times have we hit the post today? I mean, that's probably something we can find out. Is it on here somewhere? Woodwork. Where's woodwork? Apparently we only hit the woodwork twice. I don't think that's true. If you do daily predictions, try to get the fixtures right this time. There's no need. Get more comments if you get them. We have not won yet this evening. Are we still top of the league? Barely. Uddersfield are catching us up. We don't deserve to go to the World Cup. Of course, everything I've just said, I'll retract it all when England win it, and it will be the greatest World Cup of all time. That'll be all it's remembered for. Oh, yeah, it was... What a year. 2026. England won the World Cup. It's all that will matter. When? You mean if? No, I mean when. I've just seen all the other teams that are in it. I'm quaking in my boots at the prospect of facing Cape Verde. I genuinely couldn't find it on a map. I don't know that I'd get the right continent if I had to find it on a map. I'm going to guess Cape Verde. I'm not looking at the chat. That's why I'm looking over here because I don't want spoilers. I'm going to guess it's Caribbean somewhere. But it could just as easily be like Oceania, that area. It's off the west coast of Africa. Hooray! So I had 2 guesses and got the continent wrong both times. I mean, phenomenal. We could lose McGilligot because of release clause. Yes, please. What is his release clause? Remind me. 9 million? Yes, please. If someone wants to give us 9 million for him, yes, and please. Not taking Trent is a mistake. I mean, he can't play in the system we're going to play. If there's, I have to respect old Tommy Tuchel for having a system in mind and then picking players to play his system, rather than going down the Sven route of picking the best 11 players and then trying to ram them together into a system that works. And there's just no version of how England are going to play under Tuchel that Trent fits into. So why take him? Why take him if there's no circumstance where you're going to use him? It's just no point. So I'm all for that. Should we give Frankie a new contract? We'll have a little look. It does mean we won't sell him. But he scored all these goals. Surely he'll be able to do it in the Premier League too. Does he play regularly in Madrid? I think he does now, but I also don't think that matters. It's not about picking the 11 best players. It's about picking the best team. Or else we're in a Lampard, Gerrard, Scholes situation all over again. Yeah, Southgate tried to play Foden, Kane and Bellingham all holding hands in the same part of the pitch. Exactly. That's... We've had my entire lifetime of England managers just picking the best players and then sitting there with their little boards trying to get them into something that resembles a football formation, or doing stupid things like putting Paul Scholes on the left wing just to, he'll fit in there. Just, it's not as if England have got a shortage of right backs. There's going to be more there's going to be more international level right backs than Trent left at home this summer. It's probably the position we've got the most strength in depth in at right back. That and that little attacking midfield position where we've got everybody. They're the two areas where genuinely you could leave a couple of stars at home and it doesn't matter. He's going to pick Rodgers over Bellingham, and if they don't win the thing, he'll get pelters for it, but he wants the best team. I mean, if he thinks that's the best team, then that's what he should do. The worst thing for Jude Bellingham's England career is that 6 months where he played up front for Real Madrid and everyone decided Bellingham was an attacking midfielder rather than a central midfielder. That's setting back 5 years of development in an England team. I don't know where this idea that he has to play in behind the striker has come from. He was a central midfielder at Birmingham. He was a central midfielder at Dortmund. He's a central midfielder when he plays at Real Madrid. Just play him in central midfield. If we went Anderson, Rice, Bellingham as a normal midfield three, that's a sensational three. I don't know where this obsession that he's a number 10 or nothing. Unless it's coming from him. Maybe he's decided he's a number 10. Or he's not interested. And if that's the case, balls to him. Yeah, Wharton, Rice, Bellingham works as well. I really like Anderson though, so I want to use him. Right, shall we try and win a football match? As it's all officially gone wrong. Would I take Luke Shaw? Probably not. Don't think you really need to. He's always an injury risk, isn't he? And I don't think he's as good as the other options we've got now. How many did you get? 26? I think if that's the case, if you've got 26, you take 5 fullbacks, making sure that one of them can play either side and one of them can cover somewhere else as well. So for me, you get Livramento in to cover both sides. I take Ben White because he can play centre-back as well. And then obviously Reece James. So for right-back, you've got James, Livramento, White. And then O'Reilly and Hall for left-back. And then that's your 5 fullbacks then. And that way you've effectively got 3 choices at both fullback position out of a 26-man squad. And that works for me. If you drop points against Watford, it'd be embarrassing. Where are they in the league then? Where's the league table? Was that the first thing I clicked on? Watford are fine. We've got new RNG. Has there been a new update since Tuesday? What's going wrong? Have we got an England squad picker thing somewhere that I can play with? We could do that. We're talking about it a lot. I could sit here and pick my England squad. I'll do my 26 if we've got a website that makes it easy for me to do. There was a hot fix today. Oh, for goodness sake. For goodness sake, Sports Interactive. Stop messing with my game. But equally finish it and give me all the features I want. Spreadsheet time. I ain't using a spreadsheet. What do you think this is? The BBC not got a squad picker yet. The BBC always have a squad picker. I think it's relatively easy to do. The actual process of picking the squad, I think it largely picks itself. I don't think there's too many difficult decisions to make. If I know it was some sort of football management game. Yeah, that doesn't have international football in. And I'm 10 years in the future on it. The BBC one's only the starting 11. Butter my onions. Right, are we getting Excel out? Is that what you're telling me? Heavy spreadsheet. You're gonna see how badly I type. That's the problem. Okay. So 26. So we need 3 goalkeepers, don't we? Not a goalkeeper. 3 goalkeepers. Can you see that? Does that need to be bigger? I'm sorry if you're not English and you don't care, but it's all we're talking about. So in goal, is Casagrande English? No, in goal we obviously have Pickford, don't we? And then I guess you go Henderson and Trafford. Am I forgetting anyone? I don't think I'm forgetting anyone. Mr. Tickle. Yeah. Is Joe Lewis still around? Then you want 2 right backs, 2 left backs, and a man I'm going to label fullback who covers both. So you go Reece James, Ben White, Lewis Hall, O'Reilly, and then Livramento, who can cover both sides. And then midfield, so we need at least 4 like normal central midfield. You know what? I'm picking my squad. We're having a 3-man midfield because we're going to go Rice, Anderson, Bellingham. And then Wharton. Oh, centre-backs. I forgot you needed centre-backs. Good shout. Let's put some centre-backs in. Centre-backs is actually quite tricky. So, obviously, we've got Gray. How do you spell his name? It's like that, isn't it? Conser. And then, I don't think I bother taking Stones. I take Harry Maguire. And then maybe I do take Stones. It is pretty slim pickings at centre back, honestly. Stones is too much of a risk. Not as your fourth choice, and with White for cover, and we might add another one in yet. We'll see how many more we can fit in further forward. Right, so right wing, left, and then left wing, striker. Probably only need 2 strikers, so we'll stick a couple of attacking midfielders in as well. So maybe an attacking midfielder. We've got one more, so we will stick another defender in. So right wing, I'm having the boys. There you go. That's easy. And then obviously Kane goes there. Rashford goes in there. That's where I'd get Cole Palmer in as the guy for there. And then I guess this is where you get to the tricky decisions. Now Foden's not coming. Gordon can come because he can cover up front as well. Yeah, we'll stick Gordon in. Oh, of course, Rodgers. Oh, crumbs. Well, I guess one of these becomes an attacking midfielder then. So we'll take one of these out. Yeah, we've got to take Rodgers as well. Forgot about him. I think Foden over Madueke on the right-hand side. Good job I'm picking it then. Goodness me. And then we need another midfielder. I mean, genuinely, in terms of leadership, I do that. Yeah, we get him in. And then maybe, do we need another defender? If we've got those 4 plus White, I mean, we're looking at 9 defenders there. Is this where we stick a bit of a wild card in? Do we stick a 3rd striker? Do we have a 10th defender? I think if you're taking Stones, you've got to have someone else for cover. Take the 15. Absolutely, yeah. Take Max Dowman. Absolutely, yeah. Wild card. We're not even giving him a position. There you go. What a shout. Yeah. There you go. There's my squad. Bowen over Madueke. Balls to that. Madueke's great. I don't think there's anyone obviously missing from that. Another World Cup. It's a 26-man squad. Up until COVID, they were 23-man squads. I don't know why it's still 26 now. But bearing in mind, for years and years and years, it's been 23-man squads. Effectively, 3 of these players are freebies. So if there's positions you're not happy with, he's a freebie. He's a freebie because we're not playing with an attacking midfielder. We certainly don't need to take 2. So Dowman, Palmer, Henderson are my freebies. Mainu? Yeah. Instead of who? He's been playing again for like about 3 weeks. And he's not even any good. Ezra's great, but is he better than... That's the only position he can play. And is he better than those two? I don't know that he is. Genuinely, I'd rather take him than Ezra, because what's the point? Especially when you've got Bellingham who can cover there, Kane who will play there. Why do you need all those attacking midfielders? Henderson only plays if Rice and Wharton don't play. Which I don't... Well, what if they get injured? Spence, Manu, Bowen, Foden all miss out. Yeah? I mean, none of them scream have to go to me. I'd want another centre-back. Well, then you'd take one of Henderson, Palmer and Rodgers out. Because there's so many central midfielders in this squad. Henderson offers nothing starting on or off the bench, other than being a Champions League winning captain. Of which there are no others in the squad. So that's pretty valuable tournament experience. Do you need Henderson if you have Maguire? I'm taking Maguire to potentially play. I don't think there's a problem. I don't think there's a downside to having like a proper senior leader in each position. So you could argue you don't need Stones and Maguire. He's probably the most under threat in the entire squad for me. Stones could come out and you could put somebody else in. But I think if you have Maguire, Henderson and Kane as like proper senior players in their area of the pitch. If you remove one centre-back, White covers centre-back and right-back. Yeah, but I don't want... I've only taken... If I had 5 centre-backs plus White, I'd be all for that. But in a 26-man squad, taking 3 centre-backs and Ben White, who can cover there a bit, seems like a terrible idea. So you could maybe do someone like Tomori or Kwanzaa there. We'll stick him in. I've not seen him play since he was at Chelsea, so I don't know. No Bowen. Yeah, I'm happy with no Bowen. I don't see anyone in that attack who he's better than. I agree you need experience, but only players who are good enough. Who's not good enough to play for England in that squad? Henderson. He's, again, a Champions League winning captain. He's effectively there as an additional coach. He's an incredibly valuable person to have around. Remember, we've just talked about how it's a 6-week World Cup. If we're going to win it, which the idea is you go there trying to win it, if we're going to win it, this is a group that's going to be together for 8 to 10 weeks. You need someone who's been there, done that, and is not afraid to sort out morons being morons. Because don't forget, footballers are arrogant and thick and will fall out with each other. So it doesn't hurt to have captains scattered throughout the squad who can deal with their nonsense. Dan Burn for Stones? Absolutely not. Genuinely, if Dan Burn's in the England squad, we may as well be Scotland. That's a nice finish. we're going to need set pieces. Rice and Saka are both in the squad. Maguire's in the squad. There's your set pieces. Don't forget, Arsenal have been cheating all year with the corners, supposedly. So you've got both the Arsenal corner takers in the starting 11. And Harry Maguire, who's very good in the air. It's an argument to start Harry Maguire. Having Saka and Rice in the team is a very strong argument for Maguire starting. Dan Burn's been a walking red card. Can you imagine Dan Burn up against Messi or Yamal or who else? Who else might be on the right wing for somebody? Because obviously you're only going to play him at left back. You're not actually going to, with a straight face, play him at centre back at the World Cup, are you? Genuinely, with Rice and Saka taking corners, if Maguire starts every game, he could be World Cup top scorer. Just get Maguire in the team somewhere and play for set pieces. Don't even need a striker. Just play Maguire up front. Forget this, is it Rodgers, is it Bellingham, number 10 nonsense. Kane becomes the number 10. Maguire plays up front purely so he's on the pitch when we take corners. There you go. That's my master plan. And then if you go 2-0 up, you can switch to a back five, can't you? Really grind out the World Cup. Oh, we've scored a couple of goals early. Right, Harry, you're in the back three now. Everybody drop back. We defend him for the next 75 minutes. Have a nice time, everybody. Let's be the most boring World Cup winners ever. There's no way Arteta lets Rice and Saka leak his set-piece routines to the England team. You don't need the routines. The fact that both of them can land the ball on a sixpence is all you need. I mean, the routine is pretty simple. I mean, if you've got Ben White in the squad, he's your guy who wrestles the goalkeeper. Maguire takes the Gabriel role of being the big guy you aim at, and everyone else just needs to run around and make a nuisance of themselves. It's not rocket science. You're going full grease at the Euros. Why not? Play to your strengths. We've got the best corner delivery at the tournament. Use it. Let's do a football doopy-doop. Bum 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 bum. And then I could just spend all summer waving this around, which I'll quite like. Have you seen the cases third parties are trying to sell for that around £100? Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what you pay for a case for a Lego set. I think my one for Camp Nou was like 80 quid. There's one for the big Pokemon set that also has a slot for Pokemon cards in that was like 200 quid that sold out before I could get one. Not a Lego fanatic, but is it down to licensing that there's no England logo? It's more the license. Well, to a point, yeah, the license is with FIFA. They've got the license. They've got the FIFA license, specifically the license for this World Cup. And I guess FIFA have told them who the world megastars are. And England don't have one. Because it's not the only team merch is that little USA thing, because that's the market they're obviously aiming at. Otherwise, it's just 4 like megastar players. And even them, you can see the hierarchy because there's minifigure sets with 4 of them. Then there's the bigger models for 2 of them. And then there's the big art piece for the wall that's just Messi. So they're like, well, we've got Vinny and Mbappe who are quite good. Then you've got Ronaldo and Messi are really famous. And then Messi's like really, really famous. So he gets 3 sets. We were talking about it on my Lego Discord earlier. They're releasing 3 Lionel Messi sets on the same day as the biggest Lego set ever, which is going to be a model of La Sagrada Familia, the massive cathedral in Barcelona. I can only imagine what the Barcelona Lego store is going to be like that release day. When you've got the biggest Lego set ever, which is the biggest building in your city, and 3 separate sets of your city's greatest hero, all releasing on the same day. I'm speculating here, but I think that day that shop's going to have a queue. That's just a guess, but I think there might be a queue at that Lego store that day. And I'm going to be there. I've already told Anna we're off to Barcelona in July or June or whenever it is they're all coming out. Am I getting the Sagrada? Anna wants it. She likes building the really big sets. They're not for me. She did like Notre Dame and Neuschwanstein Castle and some of the other really big stuff. I'm a child. I like my Lego sets I like my minifigures to be able to sit in them. I like to be able to play with them. The ones that are just big scale models, like the Camp Nou even, it's like, well, I can't fit minifigures in it. It was fun, but I'm not desperate to build another football stadium now. Oh, it's definitely an excuse to go to Barcelona. We're going for sure. I've already told her we're going. We went to Disneyland Paris last year to get the Beauty and the Beast castle. I'm always up for a road trip to go and get some fancy Lego. So yeah, we're definitely off to Barcelona. I mocked Wrexham earlier in the stream and now they're going to beat us. It's very upsetting. Frankie stopped scoring again. He had one stream where he came back to life. And now it's all going wrong. Come on, very attacking. Chizzy's on now. Football. Do 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 do. Maybe this is my opportunity to do my idea with David Beckham from the other day. Maybe David Beckham can come with me to the Barcelona Lego store on the release day of all these sets. I'd probably have a better chance of getting him to the Miami Lego store. Come on, David, let's go and buy some Messi sets. I might send him an email now. Am I better emailing David or Victoria? Who does his bookings? Because if you're trying to get hold of me, you're better off emailing Anna. I assume the Beckhams work the same way. Can you take in your Mallorca team on the way back? I mean, Mallorca's not exactly on the way back from Barcelona, especially if we drive. Which, if we're buying the Sagrada Familia set, we're going to have to drive. It's a 12,000 piece set. It's not going to fit in my carry-on. Driving in Barcelona isn't easy. People say that about all the cities, and I just drive in them. And I don't necessarily need to drive in Barcelona. I just need to drive to Barcelona. Can you do the Scottish 26 squad next? Do they have 26 footballers? Are we allowed to name retired ones? There is not a chance you could give me a month and I wouldn't be able to name 26 Scottish footballers. There's McTominay, Tierney, Robertson, because they've got loads of left backs, haven't they? I remember that. Does Colin Hendry still play? And yeah, Kenny Dalglish and Graham Souness. There you go. Busby, like, never saw him play, so can't judge. I'm not basing my decisions just on other people saying players were good. You had to see him play. I mean, you can't pick a player for a squad if you've never seen them play. That should be the most basic of criteria. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ali McCoist. Yeah. Get him in. Yeah. We could do 26. Easy. George Boyd played for Scotland B once. And Craig McHale-Smith. They can both go. See, we've basically got a squad now. Which should still beat Haiti, by the way. What is going on? Are we top of the league still? No. It's a disaster. Bum 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 bum. Go on, do a goal now. Football. I can see Scotland getting beaten just from Haiti being used to the time difference. I mean, by the time they play that match, they should have been there 2 weeks. If they've not managed to get accustomed to the time in 2 weeks, again, just send them home. They're not turning up that morning. Shoot! The Scottish won't like the food. They can take their own food with them. They're going on a plane. They can fill a plane with haggis. It'll be fine. They need a couple of planes, one full of haggis and iron brew, the other one full of sunblock, and they'll be fine. Frankie's done again. It's very upsetting. Ah! Da 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 da. Football, football. Please do a football. Football, football. Please do a goal. Football, football. Do a football. Please do a football, you silly wallies. Shoot! Frankie misses Johnny Day. I mean, he was scoring almost a goal a game again last stream, and Day wasn't here then. Boom. Is that England's World Cup song? Should be. Do they still exist? Are we still getting World Cup songs? 48 World Cup songs. My word. That's a lot of songs. Some teams can't even get in the chart. They'll have to expand the chart out to 50 just so everyone's World Cup song can get in. Eurovision. Yeah, that should take place the week before. I'll host that. I'm up for that. FM creators should collab and do it. Yeah, but we all hate each other. So we're not going to do that, are we? I've never known a genre of the internet collab as little as Football Manager creators do these days. We're not top of the league anymore. It's all gone wrong. We hate each other, so just like Eurovision. Yeah, that works. We can't collaborate on a song, can we? Oh, takeover rumours persist. Ammon wants to start more games. That is reasonable. He was good at the start of the season. Maybe this is the answer. You are going to start more games. You're going to start the next game, that's for sure. One of the biggest issues with this year's FM creators is there's no multiplayer. I mean, you can still do network games, can't you? I haven't tried. Bum 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 bum. Did it get? No, it's network games have been in there since the start. That's one of the few things they left untouched. It's definitely still in there. But Jack won't play, so we haven't done one. It's all Jack's fault. Wow. Right, we need to beat Southampton here, or we're going to have to change the tactic. And I don't want to change the tactic. Bum, 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 bum. How much money do I have for January transfers? Basically none. We don't need transfers. We've got a good squad. Right, get him out and him in. What did we promise to Chizzy? Appropriate amount of playing time. Right, Frankie, this is your last chance to do a goal, or Chizzy's playing for a few matches. Football. Look at his white trainers. What a guy. So white. He's got the whitest trainers of all. Bum, 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 bum. Come on. Football. Quick, go and scuff them. I don't want to have to throw them away. As soon as they're scuffed, they have to go in the bin. And then you have to buy new ones. Shoot! Aki Ammon, back at it again. He was loving life in the Championship before he got injured and then never got his place back. But he was scoring a goal a game at the start of the season, wasn't he? My boy Aki Ammon. Order the Holy started to look set. By the way, have you seen what Holy did for April Fools? And then it turned out it was a real thing, I think. I'm checking now. Yeah, here it is. I thought it was an actual April Fool's, but I think they're actually doing it. I think they've misunderstood how April Fool's works. But you can get the Holy self-care kit, which has got aftershave. What is this? What has it got in it? Perfume, mouthwash, and toothpaste in a lovely little bag. Plus, they've got discount off the I can't believe it. It is mad. Do you want some holy aftershave? Sorry, perfume. But they've got a discount off of the starter set as well. There you go, £10 off the starter set deluxe. That's what I was looking for. So like, here you go. Here's an absurd product, but also here's £10 off our best product. So if you haven't got your starter set deluxe yet, there you go, £10 off. Plus, if it's your first order, you'll get another £5 off with code Lelujo5, or 10% off using code Lelujo if you're a returning customer. But that is jolly fine value, boys and girls. But yeah, let me know if anyone gets the holy perfume. They didn't send me any, which I was a bit disappointed about. I'd like some holy perfume, please, if they're watching, which they should be. This is good content. Good content mocking their product. I mean, I don't think this is them trying to make a move into the perfume market. I mean, it might be fantastic, but it was deliberately an April Fool's thing, which you can now buy if you want it. It's just a cool little souvenir collectible thing, which as a partner I would quite like to own, if you want to send me one. I'd use the bag for sure. I'm not sure about the perfume, but I would like a bottle of holy perfume on my shelf. I could give it to Anna for her birthday. It's Anna's birthday while we're in America. I could give her a bottle of holy perfume. That's a phenomenal brand integration. Oh dear me. It's nearly bedtime, I think. I would love blue raspberry perfume. I bet she would. She does like a blue raspberry. Why are raspberries blue? Is it just because strawberry's already got like pinky red sewn up, so they just made it blue so you can differentiate strawberry from raspberry? That probably is the reason, isn't it? Some ice cream guy somewhere has decided, let's make it really clear which one's raspberry and which one's strawberry. I think I've answered my own question there. I don't think there are actual blue raspberries out there, are there? Or are there? Do blue raspberries exist? Bright red is strawberry, dark red is cherry. I mean, no one's ever had a cherry ice cream, surely. That's insanity. Everyone knows cherry is the worst flavour of everything. Shoot! Come on, you wombats, do a football. Dooby doo booby dooby dooby doo doo doo. Win here, we're back to the top of the league, which would be super duper. Lovely. Right, come on then. Let's keep winning before I have to go to bed. I'm so sleepy. I should stop staying up until the early hours playing Procopia. That might be where I'm going wrong. Oh, it's almost Boxing Day. How exciting. I'm also trying to be sensible. And I've already started getting ahead on videos for when I'm away on both channels. I'm trying to avoid, and I've never managed to successfully avoid it, but I'm trying to avoid the last few days being absolutely hectic, horrible days of me making 15 videos a day just before I go away. Before we went on the cruises, those last few days were a nightmare. So if I follow my plan that I've set out, and I'm following it so far, I'm dead on schedule with it. If I follow my plan, I'm going to have all my videos for both channels recorded and scheduled with like 3 days to spare. So I can spend those final 3 days just driving Anna up the wall with how excited I am. Which is perfect. That's exactly how I want to prepare for a holiday. You were right about raspberry, and also the original they used for the red colour for raspberry was banned. There you go. Am I going anywhere nice or exciting? Absolutely. I'm going to the happiest place on earth. The most nice and most exciting place of all. Get Chizzy on. There you go. At the age of 43 years old, I've decided 2026 is the best year to visit the US for the first time. I was in Scotland a few years ago. Yeah, exactly. My bones are still cold. I'm still not fully recovered. I'm gonna go knock on Zealand's door. That's my main job. I don't know where Zealand lives. I do have his parents' address though, because I've had Christmas cards from them with return addresses on the envelope. So shall I go and knock on his parents' door? Can Zealand come out to play, please? Lovely banging. Did I send them a card back? No. I haven't given anybody a Christmas card since I've been an adult. Oh yeah, I'm sure Zealand's mum will sort us out with some dinner. It'll be lovely. Her and Anna are great friends. After we left Zealand's mum, Anna, and Tommy radio station basically sat in the car park of TwitchCon while the rest of us went in the partners area that they weren't allowed in because it was partners only, no plus ones. And it was back when Tommy radio station was a nobody. So I think it was me, Zealand, Jack, and Matt. And we left them three outside. To this day, no, none of them will speak about what actually happened. But by the time we left the partner area with all our freebies full of free hot dogs, Anna was just sat on her own on the floor of the car park. Tom was playing FIFA against strangers, and Zealand's mum had gone back to the hotel. So I don't know how well the three of them got on. Shoot! Why are we playing Watford again? We seem to be forever playing Watford. Do only single people send Christmas cards? I don't think anybody sends Christmas cards, do they? Old people send Christmas cards. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, I certainly haven't sent anybody a Christmas card since I was at school. Why would I? Anyone I feel the need to wish a happy Christmas to, I'll say it to them when I see them, or maybe send them a text. Certainly not paying for cardboard. Shoot! Nanas are the only people still sending Christmas cards. Well, that explains why I don't receive them either, because both of mine have been dead since before I was born. So there was no fear of me ever getting any of those. Especially with the price of stamps now. I do buy a lot of stamps for my Patreon postcards that I send out. I don't have a Chapman family newsletter at Christmas. I literally have a YouTube channel full of everything that's gone on in my life for the last 10 years. If they want to know what I'm up to, they can watch that and I can make some money off the ads. I'm not writing all that up. If Topher wants to do a transcript of some videos, I'll be up for that. I think if people are dead before you're born, you're allowed to talk about it without it being a sad thing. I mean, what's there to be sad about? I never met the people. I'm sure they were a delight. Hitler was dead before I was born. Yeah, exactly. Means nothing to you. Didn't there used to be a lose your Christmas message? Yeah. Just so that I could keep the streak of daily uploads going on Christmas Day when no one was watching. I don't bother with that kind of thing anymore. I'm so far ahead on my daily average, I can afford to not do weekends and still miss days here and there. And I'm still never going to get close to only one video a day on average. Like today, this is the third video I've released today when this goes up as a VOD. I remember your YouTube earnings breakdown video years ago. Would I ever do another one? Probably not, because it just upsets people. Hydrate and posture. There you go. There's a hydrate, and here's a posture. I don't think much good comes out of it. It'll put people off signing up for my Patreon. I think it's one of those things that's interesting when you're still relatively small and the numbers are still pretty small, because it's quite useful for other up and coming creators. I used to watch stuff like that for creators who were maybe been doing it for a year or two longer than me, and it's nice to know what's possible. But once you get into the realms of, for a lot of people, it isn't possible, then it starts to lose its use and just become bragging. What is going on? There we go. Oh, did I just disconnect and reconnect? Something weird seems to have happened on my screen. Am I meeting Zealand in the US? Only if he comes to Disney World. I've not arranged anything. I've met Zealand plenty of times. I don't need to see him in a strange and exotic land. I certainly don't want to waste one of my Donald Duck days on him. He can come and spend the day at Disneyland with me, or he can come Lego shopping with me, or he can drive me down to Legoland. He'd actually be making himself quite useful if he wants to drive me down to Legoland. How much is my net worth if I liquidate all my assets? I don't know. I think only crypto bros know the answer to questions like that, presumably. I have no idea. A lot of my assets wouldn't be liquidatable because a big chunk of money goes into my pension, which I can't liquidate. But it's obviously the most tax efficient way to put money aside. Have I tried the new Nutmeg game? I haven't. I've got it, but I haven't had a chance to try it yet. I've been so busy. I understand it will run on my Steam Deck, so if I don't get to try it before, I will definitely be playing it on the plane over to America, and then probably all the time I'm there. But I'm just busy, so busy at the moment. But it does look cool. One of my favourite games of a couple of years ago when it came out was Balatro, and it looks like it's basically football Balatro. So I am definitely up for it. They gifted me a copy. I've got a copy of it. I just haven't played it yet. I don't think has Frankie even scored tonight. Somebody sort Frankie out. Zealand is a Florida man. Exactly. So he's the ideal man to drive me from Disney World down to Legoland. It's about an hour, apparently. And then he can spend the day at Legoland with me. We'll go Lego shopping. We'll have a look at Miniland. We can go and ride the dragon together. It'll be sensational. Do 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 do. We are still top of the league, but we are really making hard work of it tonight. I'll even buy Zealand a Messi set at Legoland if he drives me there. The cheap one, the 25 quid one. I'm not getting him the big one. Have you completely planned your trip, or have you left space for some surprises? There's a couple of free days towards the end that are labelled basically go back to our favourite parks or do other stuff we discover along the way. But I mean, we're going for theme parks and Lego shopping. There's not much in the way of surprises that can present themselves to us. We're not going there to go and discover the culture. We've got 14-day Disney World passes. We've got 14-day Universal passes. I'm planning a day at Legoland. I'm planning at least a couple of days going to all of the Lego shops I found online. So, you know, we're only there for 2 weeks. Once you've done all that, there's not much time for anything else. What's my favourite park? No idea. Never been before. I suspect I'm going to be a big fan of Animal Kingdom. But yeah, I literally just have a little itinerary that has, right, this day we're going to this park, this day we're going to this park. If you like roller coasters, I do not. I suspect I won't go on a roller coaster the whole time I'm there. I'm not really interested in the rides. I just like the experience. I could happily spend 2 weeks in and out of theme parks and not go on a ride. Universal has covered up Hogwarts for works, so don't be too sad. I'll be all right. I went to the Harry Potter thing in London last year. I was more thinking about checking when things like WrestleMania was held. Oh, God, no, I'm not going to do any of that. I can't emphasize enough how we're not doing anything outside of Disney, Universal, and Lego. If it's not branded with one of those 3 things, we want no part of it. And that will easily fill 2 weeks. Certainly, as a first time we've ever been, that's plenty. You aren't going to Gatorland. You are correct. I am not going to Gatorland. Ah! I did 2 weeks, tried to see it all. It was such a rush for some. We did like half a day. Yeah. And I've got to edit loads of videos while I'm there as well. Because we've got various sponsors involved for the trip, I've got to make 15 vlogs and at least 7 or 8 block party videos while I'm there. That are, again, pretty much all planned. But at least like 10 or 12 of them will be released while we're still there. So I need plenty of editing time as well. 15, yeah, daily vlogs for the entire trip. 15 vlogs is easy. We're there for 15 days. I'll do 15 vlogs. Boom, simple. 15 times I'll tell you how delicious Holy is. You'll be so used to watching me shake a shaker by the end of the trip. Mario wants to start more games. Well, Mario the Striker. I present you your goal scoring record and tell me again how you should be starting more games. Kev makes videos like a machine. I mean, vlogging when you're on holiday at Disney World is like the easiest content ever. You just pick up the camera and point it at what you're doing. We're going to be doing something new in somewhere new every single day. I mean, there's no challenge to that content. That's so easy. Are you doing TikToks that will end up in the vlogs as you do with the Lego shopping sprees, or TikTok standalone? I mean, the only TikToks will be block party ones. That's pretty much all we do on TikTok now. So there'll still be daily TikToks. What's your holy flavour of choice? I'm currently really enjoying the strawberry and kiwi hydration. I will forever be a big fan of the lime, mint, and matcha iced tea as well. But I drank so much of that I was like, I want something different in my mouth. So I've moved on to, I've got the lemon hydration and the strawberry and kiwi hydration at the moment, which I am really enjoying the strawberry and kiwi one. Well, it's January. Our loan players have now returned. My vlogs would just be me counting out foreign change for hours a day. If I have to touch money, I'm going to be fuming. Do I have to touch money? Most trips I go on, I don't ever touch the local currency. If I can't Apple Pay everything, I'm not going to be very happy. I don't own a wallet. Or not one that I can put money in, for sure. I've got a card holder. You'll be fine with just cards. Excellent. I'll leave my wallet at home then and just use my phone. Phone and watch. That's all I need. I will be doing some Lego shopping in Walmart at some point. There'll be one video which will be me going to all the famous shops that we've heard of. Walmart, Target, Costco, probably. And doing some Lego shopping. American waiters sometimes take cards away to scan when you eat. And I don't plan on going anywhere that has waiters very often. Costco requires a membership. I have a membership. Is it worldwide? I assume it's worldwide. Or do I need an American membership? You might get to a point where daily Lego videos are a better idea than your... I've been doing daily Lego videos for a year and a half. And they perform massively better than Football Manager ones. That is definitely the main channel these days. I believe it's worldwide. Excellent. Well, then I will make sure I have... I've got the Costco app. I don't need my card. I'm not taking cards. My app will be fine. I went to Costco in Milton Keynes yesterday, and on the way in, the guy who checks the cards was like, "You here to look at the Lego?" I'm like, yeah. All right. How you doing? It is a worldwide membership. There you go. So we're fine for Costco. Penalty kick! Yeah, Lego store in Disney Springs is definitely on the to-do list. I'll be doing the May 1st release day there. You'll be waiting in line. That's standard for pretty much every Lego store everywhere in the world. Certainly on a release day. I don't mind that. Bom, bom. Will I be back on Star Wars Day? I've been told by Anna I'm not allowed because Star Wars Day is also her birthday. So I've had to promise her Star Wars Day will be in Epcot. But we're going to Galaxy's Edge the day before. so Anna and Pab can ride the Star Wars rides while I build a Darth Vader set somewhere in Galaxy's Edge as a video to release on Star Wars Day. Is Lego as big in the US as it is in the UK? I would argue bigger based on social media. The US is the main market for Lego. Yeah, Anna said we're not going there on the 4th. So we'll do Epcot on the 4th. That's the park she's most excited about going to, so it makes sense to do her birthday in the park she wants to go to most. You're not allowed to wear your Spot costume at the same time. We'll see about that, won't we? It's not a costume, it's just my jumper. It's what I'm wearing. I won't wear the wig. I do have a Spock costume, yes. I wore it to Star Wars Day last year at the Lego store. It went down very well. Oh, for goodness sake. I'm going to bed if this goes in. This is the last match, folks. I can't do this. I need another RNG. We are still top of the league, but that was absurd. I'm berating them. Our form tonight has been rotten. But I keep yawning. I'm obviously too tired. Come on, are we gonna equalise so I don't have to end the stream? Frankie? Finally! Oh, for goodness sake! I am done. I can't do it. This just screams RNG. We'll be back on Tuesday and we'll just win every game again. And it'll be like none of this ever happened. Come on, you plums. Ramirez, who gave the ball away for their second goal, full international who went to the World Cup. I do want to go and watch The Apprentice. I love The Apprentice. It's my favourite programme. That's a very good point. And I got spoilers last week. I was fuming. Right, I genuinely am disappearing because it's the January transfer window, which I need to actually take seriously, I think, and I am tired. So I'll spend that money properly on Monday. Thank you for spending the last couple of hours with me, boys and girls. We'll be back on Tuesday and obviously videos between now and then. Bye-bye.